Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So, have you heard of our Lord and Savior, the Biddy Guide? Well, look no further, for it is I, KaboChama. But you can just call me Daddy. Hello, hello. I feel like, hold on. Yeah, my mic is a little too high. There we go, that's better. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good day, a good night, whatever it might be for you. Or what are we doing today? So, hello, welcome back. How are you today? Hope you're doing good. So today we're going to be doing the same stuff that we did yesterday. So we're going to be working on the beautiful fan fiction thing that I was talking about. Spicy Diluc. I might do Spicy Diluc. Yeah, at the end maybe I'll do Spicy Diluc. That is definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. But as for now, we're gonna do Chuuya Nakahara. Okay, there's my tablet. I also moved my tablet all the way over there, so I need to move it back to its original position. I'm gonna get bigger. Nice. Alright. Alright. Here it is. Alright. I think we got this done, didn't we? This is all done now. You can just make these go away. No. Wait. Oh God. I am not warmed up, can you tell? Can't even draw a regular curved line correctly. Okay. Yay! How about Chuuya? Yay! However, I did not do this for Chuuya. It is kind of a requirement to do this. We are gonna go a little intense with this line art, just so that I can practice for what's probably going to happen this week for Kabo class. So we're gonna use all of those skills with this, just so that I can have a refresher. Okay. So, I've reread that fanfiction today, and I did notice that it doesn't say anything about Chuuya's choker. However, it does say that Dazai got rid of his bandages. So we have a lot we can do here. I'm gonna draw a choker on Chuuya because I need to. Feel like it's a requirement and it needs to happen. So I'm going to. I don't know if I like it like that. I might raise it up. Yeah, because his is like more up. His is like, yeah, like right there. Which is sad for my lineup right there, but you know. It is what it is. Yeah. Choker suits him so well. Yeah. It's in his canon design. I just didn't know if the fan fiction took it off or not. And the fan fiction didn't say. So I'm gonna leave it on because that makes me happy. Because the choker suits him so well. Why would he not wear it all the time, even in the bath? Yeah, much better. And then unfortunately we have to erase the rest of this. Yay! Yup. Yup. I kind of don't like his neck like this. I might extend it out to be like this instead. I'm being very particular, I know. That's better. Okay. Now we need to make some fill layers. I'm gonna make them a little lighter. Maybe that color. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we have Chuuya spell, Kana spell. We'll do the same for Dazai. We do not have closed line art. Somewhere in the hair, okay. The bane of my existence. Closed line art. This is probably it. But let's keep looking just to make sure. Oh, this one too, of course. Here we are. Yep. Yep, that was it. Am I stupid? Oh, yes I am. Alright. Yay! I did say we're gonna go crazy with the line art, so let's do that. Let's start with the face. The face is the most important, of course. Coming out great. Is it just these two for this piece, or is there more? It is technically there's one other character, but she's very minor. So I'm not gonna draw her. But yes, it's basically just these characters. But I'm gonna do multiples of them, like with different expressions and stuff. So it'll be like drawing the same character over and over and over again. Basically. Like I have some stuff. Like I read the story today again, just so that I can like jot down notes about like what backgrounds I need to draw and stuff like that, and expressions and stuff. And there is one outfit change, but I do need to draw Chuuya facing backwards because he's very tsundere. So he turns around a lot to hide his expression. So I need to draw that in his two outfits. Am I crazy? Yes. Is it worth it? I hope so. I guess we won't find out until later. It's really cute. Him being tsundere makes him 10 times better. I would agree with you. And it's very cute because he is the superior height of 5'2". So like he's small. And I don't know, there's just something about like small characters being tsundere that just is like the best thing ever. I love him so much. Like fiery characters being tsundere and small, it makes me so happy. Is it because I relate to them? Mayhaps. But you'll never see me say yes, 100%. Which I guess is the most stereotypical tsundere thing to say. Other than, no, of course I'm not. Don't get the wrong idea. That would be stereotypically tsundere. They remind me of Little Fierce Kittens. That's what a tsundere would say. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. It is what a tsundere would say. He is very kitten-like. Very kitten-like. Unfortunately, Dazai, this one right here, he refers to Chuuya as a dog, like a guard dog, which is true, but that's also because the actual series is called Bungo Stray Dogs, so like it'd be weird if like you said cat instead, you know? Unless the series was called Bungo Stray Cats. Now that's different. But it's not. Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs anime was so good. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Season 4 is coming out on January 4th. Just letting you know. I'm gonna have a watch party on my Discord. You are welcome to join. I will be screaming the entire time. Chuuya is going to get maybe 15 seconds of screen time for the entire season. But that's okay. I love him so much, it's worth it. Hell yeah, definitely join my Discord. I think it would be fun. Let me actually pull out Discord because the link keeps changing. I need to make sure that it's like I say, like, oh, do the one that's like never expires, and then it always changes to expires in 7 days. It's really annoying. So I'm gonna open Discord and get the link. It's opening now, I just am impatient. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think just doing in space would be fine. So yeah, so many outfit changes. Okay, wait. Here's Discord. Ah, fuck! Discord, come back. Okay, I'll put this over here. Fuck! Every time. Yup, expires in 7 days. Never. Generate new link. Copy. Okay. Here it is if you ever want to join. No worries if you don't. It doesn't matter to me. That would be cool if you did. But I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do. Anyway. I want to go back to this. Okay, there we go. Cool. I'm active on Discord, so definitely gonna join. Good. Awesome. Nice. I'm not very active on Discord, however, like updates and reminders and stuff happen on Discord, so if there's something you want to join, definitely Discord is a place where schedules and stuff happen. Let's see. Gotta make sure that Chuuya gets the same treatment. Maybe a lot better treatment than Dazai. Dazai doesn't deserve as much treatment as Chuuya deserves. Chuuya is baby girl. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Chuuya is baby girl. That's a little too much. It's a little too much. So you've seen Bungo Stray Dogs. Who's your favorite character? You can tell who mine is. Close second is Atsushi, but first is Daze, since he's pretty mysterious and just always wants to off himself. That's very true. I understand. I kinda can Daze a little bit sometimes. So I get it. Daze is pretty great. I think his power is really, really interesting too. You know? Like no longer human, canceling out other people's abilities. It's pretty cool. Atsushi is really relatable though. With the intense anxiety. I guess Daza is too with the depression. Bungo Street Dog is really good at showing mental health issues, I think. Nice. Okay. Line up for these two are done. Now Dada has 3 outfits and Chuuya only has 2. Maybe we should just color their bodies first. I have to catch up though since it's been a while since I watched it, but I agree it has more meaning behind it than most action shown in anime. Agreed. Agreed. How far along are you? Because if like have you watched season 2 with fighting against the guild, like the American people? I watched season 3. The first 3 episodes of season 3 are my favorite. Do you know why? Because Chuuya is basically the main character. It's great. I'm getting more comfortable in my seat, sorry. Just don't mind me. Oh, jump scare 1. We haven't had a jump scare yet. Oh my god, I'm really struggling here. Hold on. Oh god, fuck. Okay. I knew it, but I'm like, second episode of season 2 since it was around the time I got burnt out on anime. Oof! Okay, well, I'm glad you told me, because I was gonna go ham on Chuuya lore. Season 2 is where you find out how OP Chuuya really is. If you're into really good fight scenes, you should definitely watch the rest of season 2 because Chuuya and Dazai's fight together. When I tell you I was screaming, I was screaming. It was so good. So good. Chuuya is the most powerful character in the entire series. And that fight against, oh god, what was his name? Lovecraft? Oh my god. It's so good. It's literally so good. Like, him and Dazai teamed up together. That's it. That's it. I scream every time. It's so good. It's literally so good. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But it's really good. Okay, if you want my advice, here's my advice. Watch season 2. Then watch the movie Dead Apple. And then watch season 3. That's the order in which you gotta do it. That's the order. Also, this Saturday I'm doing a TED Talk on why I think Dazai and Chuuya are soulmates forever and ever. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't come to that. Because I will be laying it all out on the table. Every single plot point, everything that happens, canon will be discussed. And broken down and thought about. And it's going to be great. If you want to fangirl and talk about Chuuya, it's fine. I'm cool with spoilers, but noted, watch in that order. Yes. I'm not gonna fangirl about Chuuya. I did that all yesterday. I feel bad. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that today. It's gonna be a struggle, but I'm gonna try my best. It's gonna be really difficult for me to not fangirl about you. I am going to try my best though. Okay, I want to do Dazai first. I want to get him over with. He's very pale. It's fine if you really want to, since it's just fun hearing how crazy you are about it. I appreciate it. I'm very crazy about you. It's like insane. It's a little concerning sometimes, actually. I'm not gonna lie. However, well, that's a lie. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. Maybe. Okay, I will, okay. Can't not. He's so good. He's so pure. I love him so much. He's just like, look at him. Like, look at him. He's just, yes. Chuuya, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Amazing, spectacular, show-stopping, gorgeous. He's so powerful. He's so kind. He's the best character in the entire goddamn show. He's great. I love him a lot, as you can tell. He's great. He has the same issues that I have. And he looks like me. IRL. I relate to him a lot. I'll make sure to pay special attention to him when I watch it. Good, you should. It's very important to me that you do. There's a lot. There's a lot in my brain that happens. When Chuuya shows up on the screen, I go a little crazy. I like start screaming. I literally, I rewatch the episodes that Chuuya is in, like religiously. Hello, welcome. We're talking about Chuuya right now, my intense obsession with Chuuya. Chuuya Nakahara from Bungo Stray Dogs. Yeah, I will literally sit there, like on a bad day, and I will rewatch all of the episodes that Chuuya is in. Only stopping by for a few. It's my husband's birthday. Oh, husband's birthday! Happy birthday! And then tomorrow is my damn. My double birthdays back to back. Happy early birthday! I will try to remember that it's your birthday tomorrow. I will try. I make no promises. I'm really bad at remembering things. I'm gonna be real with you. But I will try. I will try very hard. Anyway, Chuuya. I'm obsessed. Thank you, you're welcome. I love Chuuya so much. Okay, let me tell you all about Chuuya and why he's amazing. I'm just gonna tell you the plot of Chuuya and like his like background and stuff. If you don't care about spoilers, you can listen. If you do care about spoilers, don't listen. Just mute me or something, I don't know. Even though I'm probably gonna talk about Chuuya for a very long time. Anyway, so Chuuya, right? He is so great. I love him so much. I need to say something other than that. I never care about spoilers because I'm like, okay, but what leads up to that? Yes, true. And girl, look, I will tell you everything, okay? I will tell you everything. So, Chuuya's memories start when he's 15, maybe 14. No, I guess, yeah, 14. Chuuya's memories start when he's 14. No one knows what happened to him before that. But basically, he remembers waking up with a powerful explosion at a testing facility in Suribachi City, which is a little bit off of Yokohama, Japan. Anyway, so there are theories that he's like a test baby child, whatever. And but we don't know for sure. The creator has not said anything about Chuuya's past or future future is we know about his future. Anyway, we don't know about his past. However, he's of course based off of this one poetry guy who is named Nakahara Chuuya, and he was around, I think, in the 20s, and he was really, really interested in studying French poetry. And so there's a lot of theories that Chuuya is a child, like a kidnapped child soldier from France, because he has very like European features, but which doesn't really say much for like anime, because like everyone has like crazy hair and stuff. But usually, you know, if you look at the other characters that are like from Japan, they don't really have very crazy hair. It's just cut weird. Except for Asushi, who has silver hair, but he could just dye his hair silver, you know? Like, that's just not a natural color, period. But Chuuya, he has red hair. like orange hair, and bright blue eyes. And as someone who is descendant of French people, I also have red hair and blue eyes, IRL. So, I like to think it's very plausible that Chuuya does come from France, and that he was kidnapped as a child soldier and or just like a child test subject and tested in this laboratory in Suribashi City. And what ended up happening is that they were trying to create a vessel for the god Arahabaki, and which is the god basically of chaos. And all the other test subjects died. From what little information we gathered, Chuuya was the only one who survived. And he went a little crazy, a little out of control, and blew up the entire facility when he was 14. That's where his memories start. After that, he didn't really know how to do anything, because, he was, like a test baby, whatever. Anyway, but he also didn't have any papers or any, legal way of living in Japan. So, he became what's known as the King of the Sheep, which is like a organization of kids that they're like an illegal organization of children who just do bad stuff or have no way of living a normal life in society. So because he is super powerful, he became their leader very fast and was known as the King of the Sheep. This is where the first 3 episodes of season 3 come in. So Chuuya, well, I guess the sheep, that's what they're called. He is the king of the sheep, but his minions are called the sheep. They were having issues keeping their territory because the Port Mafia was trying to claim their own territory. The sheep kind of they're kids. They went into Port Mafia territory and tried to claim it as theirs, and the Port Mafia was like, fuck these kids, and then killed a bunch of them. And so Chuuya I should back up. Dazai was sent to look out for find the King of the Sheep and destroy the organization once and for all, which is where he met Chuuya. And instead of destroying Chuuya, he decided that he really liked Chuuya instead, and he wanted to bring him back with him to the Port Mafia. So he came up with this whole elaborate plan to manipulate Chuuya into working with him. Or that was more like Mori, the boss, did that, and Daza was but in reality, he was he liked it. He was into it. That was yeah. Anyway, so they started working together, and their whole thing was to quote unquote find Arahabaki. Chuuya was really interested in Arahabaki because he didn't know what his power was, or what the god was, or anything like that. He was just wanting to figure out more information about his life because he literally knows jack squat. He wanted to know his past and everything like that. So he agreed to do that. And the bargaining chip was if you don't do it, I'm gonna kill all of your underlings or whatever. Chuuya was fuck you, but in reality he was okay, but actually this works for me because I really need to know this information. So he works with Daza. They work together, and they're the best team ever because Chuuya, his powers are gravity. He can control and manipulate gravity. So he's like physically very strong. He works out all the time. So he is very good at physically attacking people, while Dazai is kind of a little string bean. But Dazai is really, really good at making plans and like crazy plans and like manipulating people and getting information. So both of them together make like the perfect team, aka double black. But we'll get to that in a second. So I'm going crazy right now. It's fine, guys. I'm gonna do shadows on Dazai. Hold on. Shadows. We'll do it like that. That's fine. Okay, so where was I? Oh, season 3, right? So okay, the first few episodes of season 3 are backstory episodes. They're like, you know, it's a little bit of backstory. Anyway, where did I want to go with that? Oh, so they eventually did find information about our Habaki by getting information out of this one Port Mafia member, Rondo, who was ended up being like a mall. And Dazai finds out that Chuuya is our Habaki, and Chuuya, of course, is just like, whatever, I already knew that. But they kind of found out a little bit more about our Habaki and that he's a god, and, you know, like destruction and chaos or whatever. So they know that Chuuya has the capability of going out of control. Because he blew up the facility, but that wasn't Chuuya, that was our Habaki taking over Chuuya's body and mind and personal being. So, this isn't shown in the anime, but it's referenced that, oh my god, are you kidding? Okay. So, it's referenced that, oh, wait, of course, the most important part. So, the sheep end up betraying Chuuya, and his friend Shirase ends up stabbing him in the gut at the end of those 3 episodes of season 3. And he falls into, Chuuya tries to escape, and he falls into the water or whatever, because he was in an island or whatever, Japan has seas and stuff around it. Anyway, so he falls, and then Dazai is there, and Dazai is like, yes, this is exactly what I predicted. And she was like, fuck you for predicting this. This is my whole life, and it's falling apart, and it's all your fault because you're a dickwad. And Dazai is like, ha 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 ha. But you should come back to the Port Mafia with me, and if you do, then I'll spare the kids. I won't get my men to kill them all. And she is like, are you shitting my dick right now? But he agrees anyway, because he wants, even though they betrayed him, he wants to save their lives. So, he does. He joins the Port Mafia and realizes then that Dazai actually had no intention of killing the children anyway, because he calls up his men on his phone. He's like, okay, remember, don't hurt the kids, like we discussed earlier. So Chuuya's like, you manipulated me again. Dazai's like, ha 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 ha. Anyway, so Chuuya joins the Port Mafia. That's how he joins. And Dazai becomes his partner. They're partners now. And they are the best partners the Port Mafia has ever seen ever. And Dazai, because of his partnership with Chuuya, becomes the youngest executive ever in the Port Mafia. Because of his brains and his skills at interrogation. So, Chuuya gives him a leg up in that sense. And then it's referenced in Dead Apple, the movie, when we see 15 Chuuya and 15 Dazai. Well, no, that's not 15. I don't know. Maybe they're 16 at that point? I forget. Anyway, Chuuya looks really, really cool, and he rides a motorcycle, and it's hot pink, and he uses his ability to make it go on the wall, and he looks really, really cool, and I love him so much. Anyway, it's then that it's referenced that Chuuya and Dazai took down an organization single-handedly, just them, like a rival organization single-handedly, because Chuuya ended up going a little berserk one time, and he lost control of Arahabaki, and it just went fucking nutso. And that's where we learn about Chuuya's true ability for the tainted sorrow, that's what he calls it. And what that ends up doing is he trades over his body to Arahabaki, his body and his mind to Arahabaki, and Arahabaki goes fucking nutso and destroys everything in its path. But the downside is that Chuuya starts to slowly die on the inside and the outside, but mostly on the inside. Like his all of his organs start to rupture, and he gets really, really intense internal bleeding. And when it like his whole body starts to turn into a black hole. That's like when he trades his body over to Arahabaki. He gets control of like true gravity, like intense gravity. Like his attacks are like he makes black holes and throws them at people and they disappear, like period. And he goes fucking crazy nutso. So that sounds so epic. Yeah, exactly. And that's the battle in season 2 that I'm talking about. Like he goes over into Arahabaki, like he says the trigger words and he goes over and he starts doing it and he's fucking so cool. But he's also dying. So that is where and why Dazai is his partner, because Dazai's ability cancels out other abilities. So Dazai needs to go over and touch him to cancel out Arahabaki before Chuuya ends up dying. Which is why, that's another point that I make, is that they're soulmates, because their abilities are literally the most compatible. Like, Dazai can't physically do anything. Chuuya has all of the physical power, right? Like, Dazai's ability is not an offensive ability. It's like a mental ability. Chuuya is the one with the offensive ability. Dazai wouldn't be able to do shit without Chuuya. So, and then Chuuya wouldn't literally not be able to live without Dazai canceling out his ability. So it's very... They're soulmates, okay? They're like meant for each other. Anyway, so that happens. Where was I? Dead Apple? Was I talking about Dead Apple? Yeah. So that's the movie Dead Apple. That's what they reference, is Chuuya and Dazai destroying a rival organization just by themselves at one night. Just like a random night. Anyway, so that's where they get the name Double Black, or Shogoku, which is their ship name. and it's very important because that is like that whole thing is why Dazai was offered the position of being a Port Mafia executive in the first place, is because he was the one who made it happen. He was the one who did that, you know, like Chuuya was there too, but it was Dazai's plan that got them both out alive at the end of the day. So I see why you shipped them. Yeah, hearing all this seems like the Red String of Fate was involved. It was! The author of the series said that he wrote Chuuya to be Dazai's like other half, you know? Like he said that in an interview. Like Chuuya is meant to be Dazai's other half. So, you know, you can take that however you want. I'm gonna take it romantically. Because they are so great together. Anyway, so where was I? Oh right, Double Black. So they, of course, they hate each other so much, right? They can't stand each other's presence, but they understand each other so well that they don't need to speak, you know, to each other. Like they understand how the other person works, how the other's mind works, what the next step in the plan is, without even saying anything to the other person. They just know, because they're soulmates, of course. So they were like feared by everyone because they were so good at what they do. They were so good at fighting, they were so good at manipulation tactics, so good at getting information out of people. Ain't nothing wrong with some Bia. Gonna know they be together till the end, till they old and gray. Yes, except this is where the trauma comes in. You know, I always gotta have some trauma. So they were like doing really, really great, and they were feared by everyone, and everything was awesome, right? And then Oda Sakunosuke decides to pass away. And Oda Sakunosuke was Dazai's favorite person. And this is what happens in the first 3 episodes of season 2. So Oda Sakunosuke passes away, and that triggers Dazai to really think about his life choices and to decide where he wants to be in life, and he realizes he's very miserable in the Port Mafia, which is fair. You know, that's fair. So he decides to leave and go be part of the ADA instead, without telling Chuuya. Without telling Chuuya, his partner in crime. However, thinking about it, it would be very difficult for Chuuya to go with him. Well, I guess not, because Dazai got papers. Anyway, I think it's because Dazai didn't want Chuuya to lose another family that he had, because he, Chuuya doesn't know what family is, so he only has found family. The first family he had was the sheep, and the sheep betrayed him. And then the second family he found was the Port Mafia. And then Dazai decided to go rogue and leave the Port Mafia. And so, but in my opinion, Dazai didn't want Chuuya to lose the second family that he's ever found, and to go with him. So, Chuuya gets abandoned again by Dazai, the most important person in his life, even though he's very sincere and will never admit it. But he's very sad about it, as you can tell when they meet in the dungeon that one time. So Dazai disappears, plants a bomb in Chuuya's car so that Chuuya won't follow him when he does up and leave. And it's very sad. So the next time they meet up is in the dungeon, in the Port Mafia dungeon, where Dazai decided that he wanted to be captured. And we all know how that went down, with Chuuya being amazing and gorgeous and so cool, and Dazai being pathetic, but also kind of really cool because, you know, he's the demon prodigy and, you know, all that fun stuff. Anyway, so they're soulmates, right? And I love them very much. Anyway, all of this is canon information, except for the opinions that I say. But I haven't even done any, like, I haven't even told you anything about, like, my head canons for them. Well, did he know Dazai was the family? Dazai was the family all along. He needed Dazai. Unfortunately, it was a little too late once he realized that, and Dazai was already part of the ADA. But you can see how they still, like, even though they were separated for 4 years, they still were able to get back into sync with each other. And they were still, like, kind of sort of chill with each other a little bit, just a little bit. Because of Dazai being like, are you gonna act like a spoiled little rich girl? And she is like, what the fuck? But then he does it anyway. That's one of my favorites. I don't think I like this. Maybe I just like that. Yeah, he's not built enough to have that. Yeah. So, I mean, like, you know, like, I understand Dazai at some point, you know, like, I get it, like, he was miserable, he just wanted an out, like, his, like, boss or whatever is, like, a literal pedophile, like, I get it, but, like, at the same time, like, bring Chuuya with you. Yeah, he's like, no, back up, blush, yeah, yeah, he is, he is. It's pretty great, but then, yeah, so they, end up teaming up again in season 2 to fight Lovecraft. And Lovecraft is like one of the more intense members of the guild. It's all the American people. So they fight him. And it was a pretty intense battle, and Dazai looks at Chuuya and she looks back at him, and Dazai's like, you know, this is the only way we're gonna be able to win, and, like, do you trust me? And she is like, well, I always trust you, and whenever you say that, even though it seems like you're giving me a choice, you really aren't. And then he says his lines, and then he goes into our Habaki form, and he rips Lovecraft to shreds. And he goes a little crazy, but then Dazai comes back and, you know, stops the... Yeah, it's really hard to talk and draw at the same time. He stops the ability before Chuuya ends up dying, literally. And after the ability is stopped, Chuuya might not be dead, but he still has a lot of internal problems with his, you know, his internal guts and stuff like that. So he immediately, like, passes out whenever he uses it. So he, they do like a Well, okay, so Chuuya is like floating in the air, right? And then Dazai touches his wrist, and then, no, he touches the side of his neck. Hot. And then Chuuya falls, and Dazai catches him, and then puts him on the ground because Chuuya has pride, and he needs to walk it off. But then Chuuya, like, is like, I'm not gonna, bruh, it's not gonna happen. And then he's like, thanks so much for being cool, partner, and then they do a little fist bump, and then Chuuya passes out. And then, Dazai folds all of his clothes and puts them, like, underneath Chuya's head so that he has a cushion to lay on in the middle of the forest. Does he bring him to the drop-off point? No. But does he make him a comfy bed in the middle of the forest for Chuuya to rest? Yes. Anyway, so that is technically to the point where the series is right now with Dazai Chuuya interactions. Now, if what I tell you doesn't make you ship them, I don't know what will. Cause that's pretty canon, that's pretty gay. It's pretty gay. So, yeah. I love them. I love them so much. It's insane. I'm gonna do a shadow for Chuuya too. Chuuya gets more shadow because he has a lot of abs and stuff. Because he's built, because he needs to be, because every time he uses his ability, he gets ripped to shreds. So he needs to be healthy. The ship's sailing, and I think the author is trying to add an engine on the back of it. Honestly, I haven't even told you about their official fan, or not, I always say this, not official fan art, but official art. Like the art that the Studio Bones drew for them. It's covered in camellias. And they're like gay. Did I show you? I felt like I showed you that already. Didn't I show you that? Pretty sure I showed you that. They're like really gay in that fan art. Not fan art, goddamn. Official art. Don't believe you did? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Let me show you. Okay. Dazai Chuuya official art. Here it is, the gayest. They're literally so gay. Like, oh my god. Okay, here we go. So, here it is. Okay, number 1. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. That's gay. First of all. Look at their faces. Look at how close they are. Second of all, do you see these flowers? They're camellias, or tsubaki. Now, in Japanese hanakotoba, which is Japanese like flower language, these mean deep passion and longing. Like sexual passion and longing. There is no way that they're not gay. Look at this. Look at this. Look, he's being a little chin and Dazai's like, haha. Look at this one! Look at this one! They're literally holding hands. They're literally holding hands. They're literally holding hands. Princess Dazai looking for a smooch to awake his slumber, and he's longing for his heart. That is actually the entire plot of the movie. I'm not gonna kid you. That is the plot. Dazai ends up unconscious, and Chuuya needs to save him by using corruption. That's, our Habaki, corruption, for the tainted star. They're all the same thing. Anyway, so he ends up using corruption, right? And he fights a huge dragon in the sky by throwing skyscrapers at it. So cool. So cool. And he takes off his gloves, about to jump out of the airplane to go fight this dragon. And the lady is like, but you're gonna die if you end up if Dazai doesn't reach you in time, you will die. You don't know if Dazai is there. You don't know what's going on. And she is like, I can't live in a world without him anyway. So might as well try and save the bastard while I can. And so he jumps out of the plane, uses corruption, fights a dragon, and throws skyscrapers at him. And then he finds Dazai in his corrupted form, punches him in the face, and then they fall to the ground because at that point Dazai's skin comes in contact with his skin and it cancels the ability out. They fall to the ground, and Dazai's like, that wasn't the right way to wake up your sleeping beauty. As in, he was waiting for a kissy. And Chuuya's like, shut the fuck up, and then he passes out. What? He's just a Chad all the way. He really is. He's when I tell you he's the most powerful character in that entire series, I'm not kidding. I love Chuuya. I love Chuuya so much. Anyway, these are their outfits. Look at Dazai. That's a wedding outfit. And he was waiting for Chuuya to come wake up the sleeping beauty, Dazai, with a little choo-choo. Little choo-choo. Look at them. They're so gay. Look at this! Look at this! Look at that! Dazai's like, yeah. I'd be like that too. Look at Chuuya. Look at Chuuya. Hey, yo, Chuuya, what those fingers do? Dazai's like, yeah, that's my man. Alright. He dropping hints the size of bombs at this point. Exactly. There's no way. And look. This is the outfit that I'm drawing Chuuya in. This is the outfit I'm drawing Dazai. Look at it. Look at them. And then Oda's over there. He's like, what the fuck are these gay bitches doing? And then look at them. They're so cute. They're literally so cute. That's not real. That's not official. But it's nice. It's nice. This is official, however. Look at them. They're like, yeah, we fucked. But now I'm gonna pretend like we didn't. Just to save face. Chuuya looking at him like, fuck, I hate you, but goddamn, I love you. Exactly. Yeah, this is their battle with Lovecraft. Look at them! They're so cute. They're so gay. Look at Dazai's little funky face. And then she's like, what? But look at them. It's so good. Look at this one. There's no way. That's homosexual. This is good too. This is the movie. And in the movie, once Dazai's like, oh, you're not gonna give me, a little snow, sleeping beauty kissy, and then Chuuya's like, shut the fuck up. And then Dazai, okay, so Chuuya collapses, right? But he's not passed out yet. He's struggling to stay awake. And Dazai's like, shh, no, don't get back up. You need to rest, and I don't want to fight your ability, because there's a whole thing with this mist is causing people's abilities to go and attack them. Anyway, so he's like, I don't want to be having to fight your ability, Chuuya, which is fair. But then he literally pushes Chuuya's face into his crotch. No joke. There, I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Let me show you. First of all, look at Chuuya's bike. This isn't official, but look at Chuuya's bike. It's very important. Okay, I'm gonna show you Dazai Chuuya. screenshots. Look at all of these screenshots, okay? Yeah. So let me find the one. This is when they first meet. Look at that hand! Why is he touching his neck? Anyway. He ain't telling him how much he wants him, he's showing him now. Yeah, exactly. Where is it though? There's the one. Okay, I'm just gonna. Where is it? Here it is! See? There's absolutely look there's absolutely no way. Like that's an ass shot. Also, this is official. Like there's no way. That exactly a whole ass shot. It's just yeah. Like this is Dazai saying that. It's just look at him touching Chuuya's face to cancel out the ability. Yes, we love it. We love to see it. He's literally so cool. Anyway, they're gay, so this is Chuuya on his motorcycle! Look at him! He's so cool. He's so cool. Look at him! Yes! He's literally so cool. Okay, I gotta stop. Allow. Would have been awesome if they kissed him while falling. Yes! I think that's what Dazai wanted. But, she was like, no. Well, our Hobaki was like, no. She probably wanted it. Probably looked into her to actually do it. But, yeah. They're canon, they're gay. That's all I gotta say. And that's what the my quote unquote God talk at on Saturday? Yeah. On Saturday is what is going to be about. Is that it's very important that I tell everyone that they're gay. Anyway, so this fan fiction is based on a time period where they are 15 and they just met. Funny how we go sidetrack for 20 minutes, but just talking about them. But if it's like this, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. Amazing, fantastic. Glad you well. It'll be a lot more dignified, a lot less of me going, oh my god, I love him so much. You know, and a lot more like, this is actually why. I will have lines that I've thought out instead of just incoherent screeching. Or at least I hope. I hope so. We'll see. But yes, this fanfiction is based on the time where they just got to be partners and they are making a name for themselves. I can imagine you say, here's 100 reasons why they're perfect, because 1,000 wouldn't fit. Exactly. That's exactly what I might actually steal that. Can I steal that line? Because that would be a perfect thing for me to say. Yeah, totally. Amazing. Thanks. Okay, let me write it down. Okay, I have my notes over here. Let me just grab my notes. This need to be minimized anyway. Where are my notes? Hold on. Here they are. Okay. Here are 100 reasons why there can be cut eyes. 1,000 reasons wouldn't fit. Yes. Let me save. Save as. Save. Yeah. Bye bye. Okay. Now we're gonna just boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that's all I need. Oh, I probably need this one too. Yeah. Okay. We're back. Nice. I'm really excited to read this fanfiction because it's really it's a good one. It's a great one. And it talks about a lot of like struggles too, of like figuring out that you are gay in a society that like frowns upon that. And it's designed to you, so it's very important. It's very important to me that everyone experiences why they are gay and that they are perfect for each other and that they're soulmates and that I love them so much. And now whenever you watch the series, you'll be like, yeah, okay, KaboChama was right, they're totally gay. Like, there's no reason why they wouldn't be gay. And like, Dazai even said, like, the whole reason he struggles with depression is because he doesn't think that he's human anymore. He's like so numbed out with the pain of his depression that he doesn't feel like a human anymore, like a no longer human, and that only things that are surprising and different and fun interest him. And he expresses at a different time that Chuuya is, when he first met Chuuya, he felt alive because Chuuya was so different from everyone else. His reactions were different, his way of speaking was different, his way of acting was different. It was just a nice break. And then I saw his like true ability, and it humbled him. It humbled him. So then Dazai felt like he was human compared to someone like Chuuya, who is a god in a human's body. So emotionally, they are soulmates. You cannot convince me otherwise. I think their relationship is very beautiful. That's so wholesome. Yeah, exactly. I see how they were two halves finally put back together. Exactly. They are two halves put back together. They are both such broken humans, but together they can literally conquer the world if they want. you know? And if that's not the definition of a soulmate, I don't know what the fuck is. That's how I feel. It is the Chocobo song, and usually I dance to the Chocobo song, but it's not the cool Chocobo song, and I'm not really in the mood to dance right now, so I'm not. But just know that I would be dancing if I was in the mood and if it was the good Chocobo song. I'm very surprised that Turtle hasn't come yet. Turtle's usually here by now. Not that Turtle is required to come. I wonder if they're okay. I was thinking that too. Imagine he got a bit busy with other things. Yeah, probably. Hopefully. I hope he's okay. Anyway, you should definitely watch more Bungo Stray Dogs. Just because, I want you to witness how gay they are. And if you can catch up before January 4th, then we can watch season 4 together on Discord, and it'll be really fun. There's one scene in this upcoming season that Chuuya is in that I'm gonna literally scream over. It's a helicopter scene. It's very important. I think that's the only scene that he's gonna be in though. Like he's gonna be in like maybe like 15 seconds of screen time in a 2-minute scene for the entire season, but I will be screaming my ass off the entire time. When you start tomorrow, your passion got me fired up. We're gonna finish my next week. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely finish it next week. But yes, definitely watch it whenever you can / want to. And definitely let me know what you think. I also find it really sad that during the first part of season 2, when they're talking about Daza being in the Port Mafia, they don't include Chuuya at all. They literally don't. It's so sad. They're like, boo-hoo, oh, this Sakunosuke. Like, shut the fuck up. Chuuya's more important. They're like, oh, he's like overseas, doing an overseas operation. Like, shut up. He should have been there. It's probably also another reason why Dazai was like, I'm gonna leave you, because Chuuya was literally not in the country during the time that he left the Port Mafia. Now that I've talked about all of my passion about Bungo Stray Dogs, I don't know what to talk about anymore. That's it, you know? In my brain. I mean, I guess I could keep going. I've been obsessed with Bungo Stray Dogs for the past 4 years of my entire life. Has it been 4 years? No, I think it's been 5. Has it been 5 years? It's almost 5 years. Almost 5 years of my life. I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs in 2018. I started reading fanfiction and being obsessed with Bungo Stray Dogs, specifically Chuuya, in 2018. It's about to be 2023. So that's almost 5 years of me having an intense obsession with a fictional character. But I guess that's just how it be when you're neurodivergent, right? Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wow, you know, Chuuya is cool and all, but currently I'm really into this. But other days I wake up and I'm like, Chuuya is literally the reason I get out of bed in the morning. He's not, but he's pretty close. I want to be Chuuya. Chuuya is who I want to be. I want to become Chuuya. I'm already kinda sorta like him. But not in the fit way. I need to focus on that. I should be standing up at my desk right now, but I'm not. Oops. All you need is the power of gravity and the corruption, and you're set. Yeah! I got everything else. Yeah. Power of corruption, power of gravity. If I had, and here's another thing about me and Chuuya. So I love Chuuya. We all know that. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted the power of flight because I'm like obsessed with the clouds for some reason. Like for some reason I'm just like air and clouds and the sky is just like freedom to me. And I really like freedom. Anyway, so like one of the things that Chuuya always does is he like floats in midair. He can like fly with his powers. And I'm like, damn, maybe I want the power of gravity instead of the power of flight. So not only is Chuuya perfect, but his abilities are also basically the same exact ability that I've always wanted ever since I was a kid. So we're the same person, basically, is what I'm telling you. And like, Chuuya's so great. I love him so much. He's so great. I'm glad that you like my passion because sometimes I feel like I'm just like going crazy and just, I don't know. I make myself laugh a lot by talking about things for hours. The same thing for hours. But I guess that's why I became a VTuber, so I could. Hi, how's it going? It's going! We were just talking about you. We were like, where's Turtle? Turtle usually comes by this point. But yeah, glad you made it. We were missing you. I just explained all of my hyperfixation on Chuuya Nakahara. I enjoy it when other people are having fun talking about things they like, so I'm never bored here. Amazing! Okay, I literally just talked about my love and passion for Chuuya Nakahara for the past 2 hours. 2 whole hours I was talking about just Chuuya. I'm sorry, later I went out to dinner and to see some Christmas lights. Oh, nice! I hope you have fun. I hope the food was good. And no worries, it's not like you're like required to come. It was just, we were like, oh, usually they're here by now. So, no worries. I'm glad you had fun. What kind of food did you eat? It was a lot of fun, well, believe me. Good. I was missing you too. I miss you, Turtle! Thank you for missing me. I can't believe I talked about Chuuya Nakahara for 2 hours. At a Wendy's, buy a biggie bag. Hey, $5 biggie bag. Yes. Hey, you know what? What kind? I usually get the bacon cheese, the junior bacon cheeseburger. Which one do you get? Chicken BLT, that's a solid choice. That's a solid choice. I removed the tomato though. Yeah, I removed the tomato from mine too. For some reason, I just don't like tomatoes on my sandwiches. I love tomatoes, I just don't like them on my sandwiches. I don't know what it is. Of course, need to make Chuuya's veins prominent. Because he's strong. He needs to be strong. Because he is strong. Anyway, another reason why I am Chuuya Nakahara from the hit series Bungo Stray Dogs is because she has abandonment issues and so do I. So here I am, killing Chuuya Nakahara again. Okay, this was 40%, so we're gonna do 40% on this one too. 40. There we go. Now we'll do highlight. Wow. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Well, hold on. Are you telling me I missed 2 hours worth of Chuuya conversation? Yeah, that's what we did for 2 solid hours. We were talking about Chuuya Nakahara. Basically, the moral of the story is I love Chuuya so much. And Chuuya is gay for Dazai, and Dazai is gay for Chuuya, and they're soulmates. That's basically what it is. I need a recap, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Chuuya is in love, Chuuya is life in short. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Rodmans understands. Hey, I got rhymes! Rodmans understands. I like that. Okay, we'll keep it like that. That's fine. We want this one to be a mapping pen. Yeah. So I'll give you like I don't want like bore Rodman's 09, but I'll give you like the breakdown. So basically, Chuuya is perfect, and I love him a lot. And how do I say this very fast? So how the fuck do I say this? They're soulmates, and I love them a lot, and I've been obsessed with them for the past 4 years, going on 5 years. Once it hits 2023, it's going to be 5 years of me being hyperfixated on Chuuya and Dazai's love, everlasting love, and I love them a lot, and I basically explained all of Chuuya's lore and relationship with Dazai. So Chuuya basically is like a test tube baby, and he yeah, I can like barely see that, but I can kind of see it, so it's fine. So he's a test tube baby, and he is potentially French, we don't know, and he's great and beautiful and fantastic, and I love him. That's not his lore though, so he is a god, a vessel for a god, and he's the strongest character in the whole entire series of Bungo Stray Dogs. But unfortunately the writers put him in situations where he can't get out of them, so he can't save the day because it's Atsushi is the main character and he needs to be able to save the day. I'm heavily invested now? Good. As you should be. So, yeah. Just look at him. He's perfect. Anyway, nothing pen. Wait. Look at him! Anyway, so he's short and he's cute and he's very tsundere, and he has abandonment issues, and he goes crazy. Like the god that's in him, the god's name is Arahabaki, and Arahabaki is basically the god of like destruction and chaos. And so Chuuya can like basically trigger Arahabaki to take over his body and his mind, but in exchange his entire body like starts dying from the inside. Hello, welcome. I'm explaining the lore of Chuuya Nakahara from Bungo Stray Dogs. So if you're not interested, or if you don't want spoilers, you might want to mute. Anyway, so Chuuya is, when he goes into his corruption state, which is like Arabaki state or whatever, he ends up being, is this normal? Of course it is. It needs to be multiplied. That's why it looked weird. There we go. Oh my god, that looks so much better. Okay. We're good. So, where was I? So Chuuya, right? Whenever he goes into his Arabaki stage, he is, the god Arabaki is basically the god of chaos and destruction. I already said that, but more specifically the god of gravity. And normally Chuuya's abilities are like very, very chill. He's like very powerful, just casually, but like he can like fly and like make his all of his hits, like physical hits, like stronger, and he can like pick up bullets and like shoot them at people. He can like have a shield of gravity, whatever. Anyway, but when he goes into Arhabaki state, or corruption state, or for the tainted sorrow state, whatever you want to call it, he ends up like he ends up losing control, which is fair, and he starts to be ripped from the inside because his body is slowly becoming a black hole, so all of his internal organs get ripped to shreds, right? Okay, sounds cool. He's extremely cool. He's so cool. So here's the thing, he can't turn off the ability, so he slowly starts to die when he's in that state. However, everything else around him is also dying because he's shooting black holes out of his hands, and everything's literally disappearing into dust because he's so cool. I love him so much. Like, when I tell you I love this man so much. Anyway, but that's where Dazai comes in, and Dazai's ability is no longer human, and it's he basically nullifies any ability present if he touches the skin of the ability user. So Dazai is the person who is capable of making sure Chuuya doesn't die, because he goes in and touches Chuuya's skin wherever he can get to skin, and he nullifies the ability. So without Dazai, Chuuya would die, like straight up. Like straight up. So Chuuya needs Dazai to live, right? So it's very important to my personal plot that they're gay, and I love them. Basically, what it is. Yeah. So, they're very important to me personally. I'm gonna put this at 60%. I think that's a good number. Yeah. So they're soulmates is basically what I'm telling you. And I can see why they're important to you. You created a new pet. Amazing! I got 2 today. Fantastic. Yeah. They are very important to me. The thing is that Chuuya has abandonment issues because everyone in his life abandons him at some point, regardless of if they want to or not, or if he wants them to or not. So he ends up getting abandoned by not only the researchers who did tests on him. I mean, he kind of did that himself, but that's fair. I wouldn't want to be a test tube baby either. And then he was like the king of the sheep at one point, which is this like organization of misfit kids who can't really be in the system at all because of some illegal stuff that their parents did, and they betrayed him and tried to stab him and kill him, and then the only person who he saw as family at that point, Dazai, leaves. I hope you're okay with spoilers. Sorry, forgot to ask you. Whoops. But yeah. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys. So Radman's, I didn't tell you this, but you're okay with spoilers? Okay, great. So in between 15 and 18, so Chuuya became part of the Port Mafia at 15, and Dazai left the Port Mafia at 18. So in between then, there was a time where Chuuya had a makeshift family that he found, like a found family kind of deal, and they were called the Flags, and they were a group of kids similar to him in the Port Mafia, and they were all his friends. And he was like, I don't have friends, I'm tsundere, blah 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 blah. And then one day, his quote-unquote brother Verlaine came to the Port Mafia looking for him, and saw that he was hanging out with these other kids and got jealous and killed them all in front of Chuuya. So he got abandoned by them too. Technically he lost his found family. So he lost his found family with the sheep, then he lost his found family with the Flags, and then he lost his found family with Dazai, and now the only thing he has left is the Port Mafia and the little bit of Dazai he gets to see whenever the ADA and the Port Mafia are teamed up. It is very sad. It's very tragic. It's very tragic. Yeah, it makes me sad, which is why I read Fix It Fix, where Dazai apologizes to Chuuya, and they live happily ever after. This is why I read fanfiction, so that I can just sit there and be okay, because otherwise it's a little too sad. But yeah, that is Chuuya. He deserves all the cuddles he can get from Dazai in those fanfics. Agreed. Which is why we're doing fanfiction night. Which is why I'm putting in so much effort into this drawing, so that I can show you guys how perfect they can be. Agreed, yeah. They're great. But unfortunately, Dazai is a little shit. I love Dazai, but he's so toxic. And he, I mean, to be fair, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, all he has to do is apologize to Chuuya. He just needs to sit down and talk to Chuuya. But he doesn't. He never does that. Which is really sad. It's very sad. But oh well. To be fair, like, Dazai is going through his own issues with, like, his mental health problems, and, like, not feeling like he's human, not feeling adequate, not feeling like he's more than a robot. Cause, like, let's be real. Mori Ogai is the one who raised him, right? So, like, and Mori Ogai is, like, literally, like, a known pedophile. Like, it's not cool. Like, his power is, like, a little girl who he has around all the time, and who is shown naked at one point in the show. And it's just casual. It's casual naked, and makes me very uncomfortable. Anyway, that's the person who raised Dazai. So, like, I get it. If that's the kind of person who raised me, I would also have a lot of mental health issues that I don't know how to deal with. And the thing is that Dazai is so smart that, like, therapy would be not very helpful for him, because he already knows all of the information. The struggle that he has is something that he needs to deal with himself, and he understands what his struggle is. He's too mentally ill to move forward, you know, and to choose to take care of himself, because he hates himself. And, like, honestly, same. I get that. At the same point, like, that's a bad reason to let Chuuya down so many times, you know? Like, just talk to him. Become gay with him. Like, you guys can be gay. I mean, you're already gay, but like, make it official, you know? Make me happy at this point, you know? Like, I don't know. Chuuya is very self-sacrificing for Daza, even though Daza's been a shit to him his entire life. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Bungo Stray Dogs touches on a lot of dark themes, guys. Lol. Your happiness is important and they need to realize that. Exactly. Like, I'm God. They need to realize that and make it so that I'm happy. But then at the same time, like, I get it. Like, in... Hello, darkness, my friend. Yeah. I've come to see you again. But at the same time, I understand that it's like, you know, a series of fictional characters. And that's like the author being like trying to edge the fans along, you know, get them to be more invested in the show and his characters and everything. And honestly, it's working. Unfortunately, it's working. It is working. And the other really shitty thing is that Chuuya only shows up in the series for maybe I don't know, maybe 5 minutes total. I mean, not really. He has like a few episodes to himself. Well, to him it does. Seems like it works well for them, especially since you have been able to talk about it for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't even taken a break yet today. So it's like literally been like 2 hours and 10 minutes that I've been talking about like Chuuya. Yeah. They're very important to me. Can you tell? Yeah, so. Ooh, I'm impressed and sad I missed most of it. It's okay. No worries. I'm gonna basically say the same stuff, but in a more scholarly way. Saturday when I do my God talk about how they're soulmates and they're gay and it's canon. And Broadman's gave me a really great line to say. Like, here's 100 reasons why they're gay. It would have been 1,000 reasons, but it wouldn't fit. Heck yeah, I'm so ready. Amazing! Same. Same. Yes, love that. Me too. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited about it. And then we're gonna have fanfiction night, where I read this one gorgeous piece of literature about Dazai and Chuuya and how they're gay. And how it's very important that they're gay. Because it is very important that they're gay. It's very important to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I cosplay Chuuya on like a regular basis. Extremely important indeed. Yes. I want to be Chuuya. I think he's so great. And I want to be him so much that I cut my hair like his hair. And I wear chokers now because of him. And I rode a motorcycle before I realized I met Chuuya. But I'm more excited to go on my motorcycle now that I know Chuuya rides a motorcycle. And like my aesthetic was already the same as Chuuya's aesthetic. But it's nice to know that we have that similarity. Turtle simping mode activated. Yes. It's so great. It's so great. I love him so much. And like, if he was real, I would really want to be best friends with him, but I would be way too scared to like talk to him because he's so cool. He's so cool. No! Yes. You would have fun. You would have to turn away because he'd be shining so radiantly. Yes! Please, that's how I feel about Miko and Genshin. I would be too scared to talk to her in real life. Yeah, exactly! He's just... There's something about Chuuya. Like, I love him so much. It's insane. I love Chuuya. I know you guys already know that, but I just need to say it again. As mentioned before, Chuuya's love, Chuuya's life. Yes, exactly. He is the sun. He's sunshine. He's so great. He's beautiful. I love him. I need to stop saying that. I want to be Chuuya. I already said that. I feel like me talking about Chuuya at this point is just me saying the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Like, look at him. A precious being. Deserving of love. And the person he loves is Daza. Yay! And the person Daza loves is Chuuya. Yay! Will they ever admit it to each other? No. That's what fanfiction's for. Yay! You could literally repeat everything again. I would listen willingly to every word. Amazing. Well, I can repeat everything again. Would that be too boring for you guys? Do you want to see all of the screenshots and official art again? Because that's my favorite part. Because like they are officially gay. There's art and screenshots? Yeah, there is. Let me show you. I'm just gonna show you. I'm sorry, Rodmans. Just gonna show you. Well, that's Chuuya on a motorcycle, which is very important. I'm gonna show you. This Chuuya on a motorcycle. Look at him. He's so cool. Look at him on his motorcycle. I'm literally obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. Look at him. It's a hot pink motorcycle. Yes. He's so cool. It's good. I'm having fun. Great. Awesome. Look at these sparkling edits. We love the sparkle edits. Look at him! I'm obsessed. As we all can. Look, he uses his power to ride the motorcycle sideways on the skyscraper. How cool is that? How cool is that? That's what I want to do. Not possible, but I do want to do it. Like, look at him! On a hot pink sports bike. A hot pink sports bike. Come on now. Come on. It's the same color as my jacket. Look. See? He is the moment. He is the moment! I love him. Anyway, so after he did corruption to save Dazai's life, Dazai was like passed out, and then Chuuya punched him in the face. And that's a badass having a main character moment. Yes, he is the main character. I don't know why. Literally, the show would be so much better if he was the main character. I'm very biased though, as we all know. Anyway, but so in the movie in Dad Apple, he is Dazai is passed out. The world is ending. Chuuya jumps out of the back of a plane and activates corruption and fights a dragon and throws skyscrapers at the dragon, and then is like dying. And when he jumps off the plane to go get Dazai, or not to, he doesn't know that Dazai's there. But he jumps off the plane to like save the world or whatever, and everyone thinks that Dazai is dead. And he's like walking off, and the lady's like, but if you use corruption, like you're gonna die. And he's like, I don't want to live in a world where Dazai isn't living too. And then he jumps off and literally does corruption, not knowing that Dazai is alive and that he's gonna go save him. And then when he does go save him, Dazai wakes up after Chuuya punches him in the face and holds his face tenderly and says, that's not a way to wake up your sleeping beauty, as in like, I want a choo-choo kissy. Where's my choo-choo kissy? You know? And then they fall to the ground because you know, with Dazai touching him, Chuuya's ability is not activated anymore. He can't like, you know, float in the air or whatever. Anyway, so then they fall on the ground, and literally after corruption, Chuuya's like he like passes out, right? Because he's like, his internal organs are literally being ripped to shreds. And so anyway, he like is trying to stay awake, but Dazai's like, no, shush, like be quiet, stay still. Like, I don't want to have to fight your ability, because there's like mist going around that like makes your ability like come fight you or whatever. And he's like, I don't want to have to fight your ability, which is fair. But he literally shoves Chuuya into his crotch. Look at this! Look at this! That's gay. Like, come on, come on. Where's the one with the ass? Where's the ass shot? What is it? What is it? Okay, well there is an ass shot. Just know that there is an ass shot. Like, look. He touches his face so tenderly. Like, he's so cool. Where is the ass shot? Still looking. Here it is! Come on now. Come on now. This is a screen. This is canon. This is canon, guys. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, look at them. That's double black. This is their first meeting after 4 years. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? This is the first time we meet Chuuya. Are you kidding? Like, why aren't they kissing right now? Why are they not kissing right now? This is canon. Just like squish their faces together. It's canon, guys. Anyway, they are perfect. Look at them. They're so cute. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you Dazai Chuuya official art. Let me show you the official art. Look at this. First result. Ridiculous. They're gay. And they always show Dazai and Chuuya with this flower, which is a camellia or a tsubaki. In Japanese Hanakodeba, which is like flower language, a tsubaki or a camellia, it means everlasting love and passion and longing. It's literally like you cannot draw these two characters like this and be like, no, it's not canon. Like, come on. They know what they're doing. Yes, here's another official art. Look, they're holding hands. Red string of fate. Come on. They're soulmates. This is the dead apple art. Look at them. They're being cute together. And then Oda's like in the background. No one cares about him. Look at them being cute together. And it's just, it's so good. And like, look at this. They're like, yes. Is this official art? I actually do think this is official art. Yeah, this is official art. This is for like a mobile game that was happening. And they had like wedding outfits, and it's like Daza and Chuuya together. Technically, it's official. Technically. Look at them. They're cute. They're cute. Here's another one. Cute. Wedding outfits, you say? Yeah, exactly. They're married. And like, look. Look, okay, so that's Atsushi as main character. And then like his two like sidekick guys or whatever, or like, you know, whatever. And then Chuuya and Dazai. Because they're paired together. There's a reason why Dazai isn't over here. It's because they're gay. That's the reason. Like, you cannot... come on! There's absolutely no way. That's not official. I would know. This is official. Look at them. They're so cute. This is also official. This is literally in the opening. This is literally in the opening. Look at this one. Chuuya's like, I guess I don't want these. You can have them, I guess. I don't want them anymore. And Dazai's like, you're giving me a gift? Thanks. And Chuuya's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Because he's doing it! I love them. I love them so much. Anyway, that's official art. Yeah, they are very cute. Anyway, it's very important that you know that they're canon, and I guess they're not canon, but they better fucking be canon at some point. Or I'm gonna scream. Currently in the manga, I'm not gonna... You know, I don't actually read the manga. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't read the manga. But I am updated on the manga every time it comes out. Every time a new chapter comes out. And I can tell you right now, Chuuya for some reason is a vampire. After not showing up for literally 4 years in the manga, he's now a vampire, and he's on Fyodor's side, who's like the evil Russian guy. Who you'll see in season 3 and 4. And he is he's on Fyodor's side, hasn't shown up in 4 years. When he does show up, he's a literal vampire. I've seen the manga in store and always wondered what the story was about. The story? Look, the plot of Bungo Stray Dogs. It's very difficult to explain the plot of Bungo Stray Dogs. I would pay money to listen to someone try to explain the plot of Bungo Stray Dogs to me. The general plot, the premise, is there are ability users and not ability users. And ability users are like, there's a bunch of prejudice against ability users. They're not liked in society. But the government has recently been But wait, Chuuya's a vampire? Yeah, he is a vampire. I'll get to that in a second. But the premise is basically, normal people don't like ability users, and they've been, there's like a bunch of laws that were against ability users for the longest time. You had to like be quiet that you were an ability user for the longest time. It was like illegal to exist as an ability user. Otherwise, the government would take you away and do tests on you. Apparently, what happened to Chuuya. But the government then was reevaluated and is now has quote unquote good people in it. I don't think they're good people, but some people do. Anyway, I really don't like Ango for obvious reasons, but you'll understand when you get to that point. So, the ADA, the Armed Detective Agency, is goes around and takes cases of ability users, like weird things that are happening with ability users, because it's like a new thing that ability users are allowed to like walk free in the country of Japan, and it's like set in the modern day. So, and like before, the only way you could like be an ability user was to be part of the Port Mafia. But now you can like be a normal citizen and be an ability user. Anyway, so Atsushi, who's the main character, didn't know he was an ability user, but he is. And he's like quote unquote really, really strong or something. I don't know. He turns into a tiger. He's kind of a furry. And everyone wants to have his ability on their side. It doesn't make any sense because like you have characters like Chuuya, who's like literally so OP, and like no one wants to steal Chuuya, so I don't get why everyone wants Atsushi. But they do. Anyway. So that's the plot. Is everyone's trying to get Atsushi. Chuuya is best boy. Chuuya is best boy. Did my pen run out of battery? Hold on. Oh my god, it totally did. That's so funny. So yeah, the plot is everyone's trying to get Atsushi for some reason. And yeah. So like every season there's like a new person who wants to get Atsushi. But then in the current season, season 3 and 4, there's this evil Russian guy named Fyodor, who no one knows his ability yet. But anyway, so he wants to play like a mental chess game with Dazai, just for funsies because he's bored with life. And Dazai's like, yeah, I'll play with you. And so Dazai gets the upper hand in season 3. Season 4, Dazai does not get the upper hand. And so some stuff happens. There's a time skip, 4-year time skip. Yeah. And I think there's a 4-year time skip. I'm honestly not sure. I know that it's physically been 4 years since Chuuya has shown up in the manga. And when he does show up, he's on Fyodor's side, and he's a mindless vampire. Like, not the sexy kind of vampire, like a mindless soldier vampire. But he can still use his ability and stuff. But he hasn't used corruption yet, so we don't know. Anyway, so Dazai at this point is in prison. Spoiler alert. And Fyodor comes to his prison with Chuuya and is like, look at me, I have Chuuya, and Dazai gets really, really mad. So guess what he does? He drowns Fyodor and Chuuya. But we don't know if it's all part of Dazai's plan. I don't know if no one knows if Chuuya is alive or not because they haven't done anything with Chuuya yet. Like, we don't know if he gets out or not. The way he describes it makes sense. I appreciate the clip notes, of course, no problem. But yeah, so no one really knows. There's speculation that it's all part of the plan, all part of Dazai's Keikak, which is like, you know, like strategy, whatever. Because he does this. He's like, makes you believe one thing and then like in reality it's a different thing. And there's like no way that, you know, a person who is the god of gravity, god of chaos and corruption, would die to drowning. There's absolutely no way. So there's this account on Twitter called, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's basically like a day blah 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 of trying to figure out if Chuuya died or not. He didn't. And I follow that account, and that's where I get all my updates from. And they haven't updated anything. Like, they haven't gone back to Chuuya drowning in like a few months, so we don't know. But there's absolutely no way that Chuuya could have died from that. You know, like, all he would have to do is use the smallest amount of his ability to like levitate out of the water. That's all he would. How? We are all left in suspense then. Exactly, we are. But anyway, so Chuuya is a vampire, and he's like being mind controlled by Fyodor. Yeah. So that's what is going on currently in the manga. I really don't care about anything other than Chuuya not dying. That's the only thing I care about. And of course Dazai not dying, but I don't feel like Dazai would ever die. However, there is another series of Bungo Stray Dogs it's called Beast, and it's what if instead of leaving the Port Mafia, I feel like that's all I care about too. Yeah, good, smart. There's this series called Beast, which is instead of Dazai leaving the Port Mafia at 18, he kills more and becomes the head of the Port Mafia, which means he's still with Chuuya, and Chuuya is his right-hand man, and the top executive, and they're gay, and I love them a lot. But anyway, Oda is still alive too for some reason, and unfortunately Oda ends up passing away at the end of it, and Dazai is so sad about it that he ends his life as well, and that's how Beast ends. So Dazai, I guess, is not safe, as we thought. Yeah, it's very sad. But at the same time, like, Oda, like, I love him, he's great now, but like, he's clearly a character written to die. You know those characters that they just like, you're just like, oh, they're just a plot device, you know? That's Oda to me. He's just like a reason for... Yeah, exactly. Chuuya does need him. I think what ends up happening is Dazai kills himself, and then Chuuya is like, well, fuck, I guess I'll die too, and then uses corruption for the last time, and he eventually dies a slow, painful death. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But it was too sad. When I learned that, it was too sad, and I didn't want to read it, so... That is so freaking sad. It's very sad, yeah. So I love Beast because Dazai and Chuuya are together until the end. You know, that means that Chuuya is happy up until the end, which is great. but at what cost, you know? So like I guess I have to choose between like, okay, do I want to like the series where they're both alive but they're both miserable, or do I want to watch you know, go with the series where Chuuya is really happy, but Daza is clearly in a lot of pain, and it ends with them both killing themselves. Imagine Chuuya seeing him in hell and kicks his ass for leaving him. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. They are very important to me. As we all know. We all know this. It's great. I think my pen is good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Do I... Y'all get to help me out with this. We have 2 hours and 35 minutes worth of footage to prove how much you love them. Yes! We will have more. We will have more footage. There's absolutely no way that there won't be more footage. Because I'm going to continue the conversation right now. So, we have never seen what's underneath Dada's bandages. Right? But he's clearly very depressed and has a lot of mental issues. And he has mentally and physically harmed himself. Not in the stereotypical way. But my question is, this is a fan fiction where he takes his bandages off, and it doesn't explicitly say what's underneath his bandages. Do I put scars of self-harm or no? There's a lot that I could put. There's a lot. I don't know. I don't want to trigger anyone. I'm going to put trigger warnings at the top anyway, just so that no one gets actually triggered, because that would be terrible. Also, spoiler alert at the top for people who don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, it's a big question, because I don't want to. I don't want to harm anyone. I also don't want to depict him in an incorrect fashion. I also don't want to, I don't know. I'd say put long scars looked like gashes were made. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Got it. So they would be pink. Because it could also be not self-inflicted harm. It could be harm that Mori has done. I've read a lot of fan fiction that depict him with like cigarette butt burns and stuff like that. But I've also read a lot that have like wrist scarring as well. We can see how that looks and go from there. True. I was thinking that too, maybe there would be burns or something. Yeah. His fingers are fine though. I mean, he is in the mafia. There could be gunshot wounds. you know. But I do kind of see him as someone who would self-harm with razor blades. And this is why I needed to read that fanfiction again to like make sure that I had his outfit right. Now he didn't have his bandages on in the bath. Because I needed to know. He does have a gunshot wound to his side right here. Like canon in the actual fanfiction. There is a gunshot wound right here. It does have stitches. Those kind of look like higgies though. Yeah. I was thinking maybe there could be like, because he does attempt a lot. Maybe there could be like scar around his neck from a rope. What about that? Does that look like a burn? Kinda looks like a burn. Much more like a burn than the other ones. That's for sure. Looks like one to you? Okay, good. I'm gonna make this color burn and blur it a little bit. want to make it like too obvious, you know? I don't want people to be like, oh god, you know? Chuuya's perfect though. Chuuya doesn't need anything. Well, I guess I could put little light specks. Light specks are good. Yeah. That's good, right? They look so good. Yay! I'm glad. I'm doing my best. Okay. Oh, right. Duh. There we go. Better. Okay. 9:51. I have 9 minutes. I could probably do a line of color in that amount of time, don't you think? Probably. It's not like it's gonna be very hard. They're pretty naked at this point. Only one way to find out, yeah. Choo-choo. Needs to be more red. I think that's good. Which means Daza is gonna be... Is this too... Yeah. I'm gonna need it to be this color over here. Yeah. And then we'll do Daza's hair. Because his hair is ridiculous. Yeah. Bam. Bam. Alright. If you guys ever want any suggestions on Does I Choose a fan fiction, let me know. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Yes, okay, good. ask her after I finish watching it all. Yeah. No, 100%. Actually, I think Daza's skin needs to be a little darker. Yeah, I think that's better. Chuuya, of course, is perfect, as always. We do gotta get his hair though. Actually, maybe it needs to be a little darker. Like barely though. God, he's so perfect. Like this slight way his hair is curly. I guess it's not slight, it's just... It is curly. I love how fluffy the hair is. Yeah. His hair is very fluffy. Both of their hair is very fluffy, honestly. Oh shit. Duh. Cheese collar. Collar? It's a joker. Whoops. Might as well be a collar. I'm putting my own headcanons in there. I love it, yeah. Oh, another fun fact, guys. Because I have so many, right? So another fun fact is that Chuuya's eyes are the color of Dazai's ability. Whenever Dazai's ability activates, it's this like a beautiful like deep blue. And whenever Chuuya's ability activates, it's like red, which is what Dazai's eyes become when he's like super serious about something. They're like when he goes into like demon prodigy mode or whatever, like Mafia Dazai mode, his eyes gleam red, which is the same color as Chuuya's ability. They're they're canon. I love them. Also, when that's a cute fun fact. Yeah, another cute fun fact. Because I'm crazy. Another cute fun fact is that Dazai and Chuuya. Okay, so when Dazai shows up at the ADA for the first time, or you know his outfit or whatever, he has this like little like oh, I forgot what it's called, but it's like one of those like ties where it's just like a piece of string and there's like a gem in the center of it holding two pieces together. A bolo tie. That's what it's called. It's a bolo tie, and the gem that keeps them together, the little two pieces together, they're the same color as Chuuya's eyes. Because even though this is my opinion, right? This is the start of my opinion. This is at the end of canon start of my opinion. Because in my opinion, even though Dazai left him Port Mafia and was thinking about it when he got it, but also he wanted to have his guard dog with him at all times. And the way that he can do that is to have the thing that is so captivating about Chuuya. I think that Dazan is like in love with his eyes because it's like the sky and freedom and like flight and like this like deep intense blue, right? Anyway, so he wants that close to his heart at all times. They're meant for each other at this point. Exactly. I actually forgot to put that down in my notes, so I'm gonna write that down really fast. The one thing that I forgot to put down in my notes. Okay. Dazai's bolo tie and Chuuya / Dazai ability colors. Okay. Save. Yes. Okay. And I need this one, and I need this one. Okay. I feel like I can test on it and get 100%. Good. Same here. I'm prepared to the max. Awesome. So, it is 10 o'clock. That is pretty much when I go bye-bye. However, that is a really fun idea. What if I do a pop quiz at the end of my God talk? What if I give everyone a quiz at the end of my God talk? I think that might be fun. We can see how much you learned. Well, you guys will probably ace it. You guys have like heard like everything for like so many times. You guys have just sat here and like listened to me just like ramble on and on for 3 hours at this point about my love for Chuuya and Daza and how they're soulmates and how they're gay. We basically attended the tutoring session. Yeah, exactly. And so the exam is coming up. I think it would be fun if I gave you a pop quiz. Well, I guess it won't be a pop quiz to you guys, but it'll be a pop quiz to everyone else. Let me write that down. That's a good idea. Thanks for the idea, guys. Go for it? Yeah, I'm going to. Okay. Pop quiz at the end. We'll see how many points you guys get. You guys will probably get full points. I have no doubt that you'll get full points. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm gonna zoom in on Chuuya because I love him. If you guys didn't know, I love Chuuya Nakahara. Anyway, I'm gonna save this one more time because I'm crazy. Nice, okay. Have fun as always. Art looks fantastic. Thanks. Remember, Chuuya is love, Chuuya is life. Yes. Chuuya is love, Chuuya is life. It's all good now. Yeah. Thanks for the great stream. Have fun talking about our Lord and Savior Chuuya. Also, good, right? Oh yeah, good night. Yes, exactly. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys just like sitting here and letting me talk about you for 3 hours. Goodbye, good night. Goodbye.